welcome a special Thursday night podcast to talk about a few things that are going on with the Vikings and past Vikings, and also a little bit of social justice stuff that everyone is talking about. Every time I see these shootings, the one question I always have is, like, why do you have to shoot a guy 7 times? Like twice is a lot. It's too many. 7 times is just, why 7? You know what I mean? That's the question I always have when I see these shootings, and especially the Chicago shooting where that cop shot the kid, 16-year-old kid, 16 times. I mean, the whole thing is just, it's way over my head. I mean, as a human being, if I'm walking down the street and I round a corner and there are 2 guys having a beef, and one gets pushed to the ground and the other one starts kicking him in the head, once, twice, 3, 4 times, the humanness in me would say, hey, I think he's had enough. Well, back off. You don't need to kick him another 3 or 4 times. You've already kicked him 3 times in the head. I think that's enough. Every time I see these shootings and they get to like the 3rd or 4th shot, no one is saying, look, stop, or, he's had enough. That's the one area that I always think, they should do something about. Like, I've always said it, I said it in one of my other podcasts, and that when there's a shooting like that, all the officers around should be accountable in that situation. They should all be one unit, one entity. And if this Jacob Blake passes on, that's a murder charge. I mean, you're shooting a guy in the back. You shoot him 7 times. I guess he's going to be paralyzed if he lives, which that's probably even worse. But not much I can do. I guess as a black guy, all I can say to other black guys, don't put yourself in that situation to give a cop a chance to arrest you, God forbid, shoot you. It's just, you just can't put yourself in that situation, because one argument you could have for a cop is, that's what they do. They don't have a lot of excitement. Every arrest that they have is like a big deal. It's like they sit around doing not much, and then they get a call to go arrest someone and they get all excited, and and they watch a lot of TV, so they want to shoot people. So I don't know, it's all crazy. But let's talk about one move that I think Rick Spielman and the other guys in the office, letting Trae Waynes and Mackensie Alexander go was a great move. Especially Alexander. I was never a big fan of Alexander. Now he's in jail, and he left the Bengals to go tend to some family business, and in the process he got arrested. I mean, it's probably going to escalate to something even more than that, as he's all screwed up. So good moves, Spielman, and letting Alexander go. And then Trae Waynes, he had the contract issue. Now he's got a pectoral injury or something like that, so he's not going to play this year. I never liked Trae because he doesn't seem like someone that has heart. Both of our starting cornerbacks of last year, Waynes and Rhodes, to me, they both did not have heart. Rhodes was always getting hurt, and it's like every other play he was coming off the field limping or grabbing his thigh, or so not someone that I'm upset that he's gone, and I'm hearing a lot of good things about this Cameron Dantzler. I haven't heard too much about the other corner that we picked up in the first round, but good news is they're all young, 22, 21, 23. I think Hughes might be the oldest. And so if we can get those guys up to speed, the next few years look pretty strong if they can play, and it sounds like they can. So let's keep an eye on that, and let's see what's going on with. Well, it appears that the relationship between Rogers and the legendary podcaster Jade is starting to fizzle a little bit. I guess they have seen shouting at each other and not getting along like they used to. So it just goes to show that a Packer and a Viking just can't make it work. I'm going to keep an eye on this, but my contact in Minneapolis is sending me all this information, and it doesn't look good, and I'm not surprised. Rogers, he can't seem to make a relationship work, so why would this be any different? So I don't think they have any legs to this relationship. So that's all I have for Rumorville. If you hear anything, please let us know. We'd be happy to post anything that you have. Getting back to the Vikings, closer to game day, September 13th, which is about less than 3 weeks now, something like that. I'm not sure they practice today because a lot of teams have decided to not practice in the wake of what happened to Jacob Blake. What are your thoughts on that? Do we have a problem, or is this just something we have to accept and move forward? Again, why do you have to shoot a guy 7 times? It's like, can't twice be enough? Could you just shoot him twice? Do you have to shoot him 7 times? I can't get past that one. So all is good in the hood. Nothing more to talk about. I'm trying to think who else on the Vikings. I don't take good notes or any notes really, so I can't refer to my notes. But is anyone else? Oh, I guess BC Johnson is really stepping up. He's looking like he's going to be the second receiver, but time will tell. I guess this Jefferson kid is still looking good, but we won't know until game time. We will not have any fans, so we don't have that advantage come game time on the 13th. But we still have to play well, block well, run well, throw well, catch well, and tackle well. So let's finish with a skull.